Jump in there and tell us what's going on.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what's going on.
Loud and proud, it's Jiggy Jaguar from JiggyJaguar.com.
Thank you. Good night.
Jiggy Jag TV.
And go ahead and give me a brief introduction on yourself.
Nikki, Modelemog.
Shane Marler.
And you guys are from where?
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas.
I live in Peabody now, originally from Winfield, Kansas.
That's cool.
I'm originally from Mound Ridge, Kansas.
Look at that. So you're like local, but not really.
Correct.
Right.
We're in vicinity.
We've both
The
been
vicinity.
in the Wichita music scene for a while, so we
Right.
know each other and just kind of
Well, that's cool.
on each other. And
I've lived there about 10 years, not quite. So
Yeah.
I've been there for longer than I've been other than home, other than Mound
Yeah.
Ridge. So I kind of consider that my locale.
That's
we
cool.
We didn't meet in Wichita, though. We met at Winfield, the festival.
Walnut
Bluegrass
Valley
Festival.
Bluegrass Festival.
So how did you, each of you, how did you guys get started playing music?
Go ahead.
Let's see, I met some friends who, that's what they did. They held a bluegrass band, and I was in awe, and so she taught me like 5 chords. I think I was 23. And I just taught myself online and started singing in the car and started making friends with the singer-songwriters around Wichita area, and I was like, hey, they can do it. Yeah, if they can do it, I can do it. So I just kind of started and kept going, and people liked it, so I kept going, and here I am.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how did you get started?
I asked for a guitar for Christmas when I was 16, and my parents bought me this little $30 guitar out of the J.C. Penney catalog, actually.
Wow.
My uncle showed me a few chords, and then I just started listening to records, and I had an okay ear for picking stuff up, and just kind of taught myself from there.
That's cool. So how did you guys get together
So,
as a group and musically?
Well,
we knew of each other for quite some time.
right, through mutual friends.
And then I sent her a message on Facebook, actually, this last summer, and said, hey, do you want to get together and try and write some stuff? And she actually thought we are on the same record label, and she thought that the producer had like arranged this, that we should connect to do this, and he hadn't talked to me about it at all.
He had talked to me about teaming up with another songwriter in Wichita, and we had gotten together and done some writing before, and so I thought he was, because that's how I know him, is through that producer. So
Yeah.
I thought he was throwing me another bone for another, another option, direction kind of go, and I was like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
And turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it was the first time that I say this all the time, but it's the first time I'd sat down to write songs with someone, and after the end of 2 hours you don't go, well, what do you want to do now? Because nothing's happening. So, I think the first time that we got together for a couple of hours, we actually wrote like 3 songs. It was crazy. It just kind of started
That's cool.
pouring out, and it worked, and you either click or you don't, and we clicked, and so we've been doing it for about 6 months now or so. 6 or
Roughly,
7
yeah,
months.
and
Give or take.
not even full-time. We both got full-time gigs, and so it's kind of just very side project-y. He's working on a record right now, so he's been out of commission, so just basically in our spare time. And,
That's cool.
yeah,
And tonight
playing
happens to be a spare time.
gigs. Yes.
There we are.
Here we are.
Well, talk to me about the Wichita music scene. There is I get varied opinions when I talk to various Wichita musicians about
Sure.
the Wichita music scene. So what do you guys think of the Wichita music scene?
I really love it. It's been nothing but amazing to me. I kind of started at the Artichoke Singer-Songwriter Circle, full of their acoustic musicians and singer-songwriters who are they are wonderful, and they're the reason I've kept going, because for their not only encouragement but their help and their putting in a good word and suggesting different venues. There's not a ton of venues to play at, but there are. It's just a matter of getting into them and getting there. So I'm crazy about the Wichita music scene, period. I mean, it's got so many different kinds of music. I mean, there's so much out there that if you really pay attention, it's really, I think it's great. personally.
Yeah.
I'm on the exact same page. To me, the amount of amazingly talented musicians in the Wichita scene is just unbelievable. There's a lot of the other kind too, but that's any music scene. You know, you can go see people that aren't that great. But last night we played at the Artichoke, and there were some monster players in there. I mean, there are some really good musicians in the Wichita scene, and we were just fortunate enough to be on the same bill as them, so we get to know them and hang out with them, and play with them every now and then. And so
That's cool.
I think it's fabulous. I know a lot of musicians tend to be a little jaded about their local music scene, but I think you're going to get that in any city, really. They just because they aren't rich and famous and didn't make it big, then they get mad, and it must be the local scene and it sucks. And I don't think that's the case at all. It is what you make of it, and I think the Wichita scene's killer. There's a lot of great musicians there.
I'm so glad to hear someone have a positive thing to say about the Wichita music scene.
Yeah, oh man, it's been nothing but great for me.
Yeah, I've got no complaints.
Yeah.
So talk to me about social media. Do you guys use social media to market your music, or?
Yeah, I throw it up on my Facebook page, when we do gigs.
Yeah, that's really,
And that's really mostly what I use it for, I have to admit. I do have a website. I'm not very media friendly, as far as social media. I'm not good at I don't even know if I know how to create an event, on there, but I do use it. I mean, I do put it up on my Facebook page. I'm like, hey, we're playing this weekend, come out, that kind of thing. But I don't push it. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff.
Me either. That's part of our problem.
I know.
I always just concentrated on the music part, and I never really even.
Me too.
It takes time too. You have to have the time to really use the media to your advantage, and that's certainly not my biggest skill. But
it's very effective. I see people do it all the time. I see them use it, and I think, I need to do that. I need to, create an event. I need to push it 3 weeks out. I need to start talking about it, and all that stuff. And I'm just not very good at that stuff. That's the bottom line. I just am not I don't have that skill. I don't have that push in me. I don't know what it is. It's not like it. I don't know that it is a hard thing to do. I guess I just don't do it. I don't know.
Well, what's the difference between a musician and an artist?
Is this a joke?
I was
just waiting. Yeah,
I just asked that question just to see what kind of response we get from people.
That's a good question.
I'd say that's the same thing. I mean, like they're one and the same. A musician it's a way of expressing yourself. There's painters, there's poets, there's writers, there's musicians. I mean, I think they're mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I think to me the difference would be that an artist creates something for themselves, but a lot of musicians are artists because they create it for themselves as well. But there are also musicians that are hired guns that they whatever the gig is, that's what they go and they play. And I've often joked with her that I'm just a hired gun, and
He's my side guy.
It takes the pressure off me that way.
So he doesn't have to market it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sell it.
So,
and he's really good at that. He really will fill in, but he's also, that's what this whole songwriting thing is about, is exploring.
Yeah.
He's written instrumentals, but, writing some lyrics.
Lyrics is a whole new territory for me, so.
Well, that's cool.
It's a way of, just another way of expressing yourself. I consider myself an artist.
So what are some of your goals for this year, musically?
Market more. I'd like to go on some little weekend tours, kind of like this, getting out of town, getting out of Wichita. I've played in Wichita for a long time, and I'd like to get out to, like, Lawrence, just regionally, and get to some new cities to get the music out there. He says he's up for the ride, but
I am. I've played in every dive bar from here to Shinola, so I've done that before.
It.
For me, getting my record done here should be next month, so that'll be a huge step, but then
that's cool.
You got to support it, so going out and play. I just like playing music. I like going out and playing live, and it's what it's all about, having that feeling of creating something, and hopefully people appreciate it.
That's cool.
So.
Well, how do we connect with you guys on the internet if somebody wants to buy the new album when it comes out, or book you guys for a gig or something?
Facebook really is probably my number one way for people. I mean, I have a website too, but I don't spend any time on it. You know, I check Facebook every day, but I don't check my website every day. You know, I just very rarely even mess with it. You know, going to facebook.com/Shane.Marler is a great way to contact me via social media.
I'm on Facebook as well under Nikki Modelemog. I don't know what the / whatever.
I don't either. I just made that up.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's real.
I do have a website that has a little, you know, you can contact me through the website, NikkiModelemog.com. Google me.
Google me.
Cool.
Google me.
Google goes a long way,
Google
too.
goes a long way.
When in doubt, Google.
Yeah, when in doubt, Google. Exactly. That's my motto, anyway.
Well, before I wrap it up with you guys have any final words for the people that are watching this? Or?
Thanks for watching.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Go support live music.
Yeah, just live music, period.
Yeah.
I think supporting the arts in any sort of
Absolutely.
way possible. I know that, I think here in Hutchinson they have a third Thursday, which is kind of an art walk, and Wichita they have a final Friday, which is all sorts of art. So it's music, painting, you know, sculpture. They even have live theater kind of things. So just supporting the arts, period. I know that the arts have kind of had not a bad rap, but they've
taken
a
a
hard
financial
time.
beating with
Exactly.
legislation.
Yes.
So if we could, you know, the more we support it, whether financially or just being there to experience it.
Unfortunately, it's a grassroots movement, and that requires people getting off the couch and out from in front of reality television.
Yes.
Going and actually witnessing something that is real.
Right.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Watching Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag. You're watching Jiggy 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 Jag, Jiggy 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 Jag. Shut up, Jiggy Jiggy Jag.
The people who are still in your seat.
Is this? I mean, those benches are set to receive 3 people. So, if that. Oh, but there we go. So that's an extra person right there. Is anyone in the green room? I think we're going to have no seats available. So if you're in the green room, if you're not a musician, that's your seat. You're going to be in the green room holding court back there.
That's exactly what I told.
There's actually capacity for 4 more people if we set up 4 more chairs.
Fire marshal capacity.
Yeah, we could actually have 6. We'd add 1 more there and 4 more. So just think, 6 more people. It's set up so if all the members showed up, it would actually work. Thank you. Your fuzzy animals on the floor.
We hope it's a fun one.
It looks important.
It looks very technical. Don't bump his camera.
Don't breathe real loud either.
Don't sing along with her.
Oh no. Yeah, but it's okay.
Right back at you.
It was awkward.
I'm right-handed, so it's all right.
It was date close.
Okay.
How about Nikki and Nate? All right, has everybody got their beverage of choice? Thank you all for coming out to the Bleu Door Lounge, the Hutchinson listening room. How many of you are here for the first time? Oh, wow. So some of these announcements are actually going to be required. If you're going to be doing any of the Facebooking, posting of photos during the show, that's okay. But do not say you're at the Blue Door Lounge, please. And just say you're at a house concert. Just say, watching Nikki and Shane at the house concert. That's vague enough, no one will know what that means.
So not tag you in it.
Don't tag me in it.
There was a
Don't
bad
say, hey, we're at the Blue Door Lounge getting it on. Any of that, don't do that. This is, we have a festive atmosphere here, and there are beverages. But first and foremost, this is a listening room, and the artists here are here to perform for you, so keep that in mind. I know you're all polite people, so you understand what I'm saying without me telling you to shut up. Without further ado, Shane and Nikki.
I love the secretive nature of the. I feel so.
I kind of feel like I'm breaking the law.
I know. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Isn't that a song? We should write a song about that.
It is. It's Judas Priest. Something tells me this isn't a Judas Priest crowd.
Never done it. Judas Priest fans in the house?
I stand corrected.
Thanks for coming. Hi. I have to admit, I'm kind of putting this out there right up front. I'm used to being background music. We're used to playing in bars where everyone's drinking.
So don't pay attention.
Yeah, don't
too
pay
close.
attention to us. Really talk amongst
Or you'll be
yourselves.
disappointed.
Yes. Although, you know, Bob might crack down on you a little bit. So
Sounded like
I don't know. He looks
I was
kinda
totally going to
scrappy.
be posting on Facebook. I am at the Blue. So much for that.
B17 Blue Poplar. In regular Hutchinson, not South Hutchinson. I made that mistake.
Those
my
are two
tom-tom,
totally different places.
totally different places. I was like, Bob, it's so dark here. I don't know what's going on.
Well, she said I'm at 3rd and Poplar, and I said, no, you're on.
No, you're not. I was like, that's what Tom Tom said. I'm totally slave to Tom Tom. My dad loves that. He's like, you need to know where your directions are. I was like, why? I've got Tom Tom.
That's right. You'll never lead me astray.
Right. Yeah. Ready?
Count it off.
2, 3, 4.
I don't need to be anywhere to take you. Not a place, a locale, not a time I need to seem unnecessarily critical, but you just have me out of my mind.
You're everywhere and everything, the minister of mystery. You bring me up just to bring me down. You test my agility to the best of my ability. I still can't figure you out. I keep thinking somehow you will come around, but my patience is wearing thin. I keep dreaming that it will all work out. Then you turn your back again, and here we go again.
You're the quintessential mix of electricity. You make me feel so cold inside. I seem to deny. Should be so elementary. The complications arise.
You make it hard for me with barricades and apathy. Your walls go up every time I try and see to find the subtleties of empathy, 'cause you just won't clarify. I keep thinking somehow you will come around, but my patience is wearing thin. I keep dreaming that it will all work out. Then you turn your back again, and here we go again. I keep thinking somehow you will come around, but my patience is wearing thin. I keep dreaming that it will all work out. Then you turn your back again,
up just a little bit in the mic. Her guitar up just a little.
Can you hit your guitar once, Nikki?
Yes.
Only once.
It must be that one then.
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's much better. Fabulous.
Yes, I always love more me. It's pretty rare for him to want more me. That doesn't happen.
Come on.
Oh no.
Shane and I are songwriters. He and I have been writing together for about 6 months now. That was an original that we did. I don't know. It's been a little bit. Has been
5 months.
A minute or two. And so we are kind of new to the songwriting thing. I've been writing for a while. I've got a CD. Shane has a CD, instrumentals mostly, but he's been dipping into the lyrical kind of movement. And so we've been writing together. This next song he wrote mostly. I think I might have contributed a little bit.
We wrote it down somewhere.
We wrote it somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, it's called Just a Fool.
Can you see when you close your eyes? Do I haunt your dreams every night? My ring always wear. Does it burn when you run it through your hair? I'm finding it hard to buy. I know I saw something in your eyes, but maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool for loving you. Maybe I'm just a fool. Or maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool for loving you. Teach these people how to snap.
Snap along.
There you go. You got it.
Can you see me walking down the street? Does your heart remember me? The night you said goodbye, I told myself I'd never cry, but I'm finding it hard to buy. I know I saw something in your eyes, but maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool for loving you. You guys are awesome snappers. Maybe I'm just a fool. Or maybe I'm just a fool. Or maybe I'm just a fool for loving you. I know you're gone, but I'll carry on somehow. I still breathe when you're not around. You keep snapping, it's still the same. You change your mind sometime. I realize it was time. I sleep waiting here for you. Come back to that snap. But maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool for loving you. Take you guys on the road with us. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm just a fool for loving you. Alright, big snapping ending. Keep going. Listen, that's awesome. Now snap really fast.
Thanks, guys. Sorry about that.
It's okay, we're still working out the snapping
right.
part. That's the hard part.
It's the bridge. You have to have dynamics.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta take it down a little. I'm the arranger, obviously. Just kidding. Can't make it mad this early.
I know.
I know, but I did ask you to do something already, and you guys jumped right in. It's killing. Wait till we do the synchronized dancing later. It's gonna be awesome.
the Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar show. The Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar show. The Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar show. The Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar, the Jiggy Jaguar show. Show.